What exactly do you mean by the value proposition not being sufficient for the cost of going to college?
I hate these type of debates sometimes because what do you mean? What does he mean?
Or not even get a job that requires a degree at all? But
Okay, he's rambling.
what exactly do you mean by college is a scam?
Good question. I wrote a whole book about it. Largely, the value proposition that you are being offered is not worth the time or the money that many of you are forking over. There's exceptions to that generally, but for example, the vast majority of students that graduate from four-year college, they'll end up getting a job if they get a job at all in a career or a job that doesn't require a college degree. So, henceforth, asking the question, why do they go to college in the first place?
Okay, now what do you mean about jobs that don't require a college degree?
Like working at Starbucks as a barista.
Okay. So, what exactly do you mean by the value proposition not being sufficient for the cost of going to college?
I hate these type of debates sometimes because what do you mean? What does he mean? College is like $30,000 a year. If college is like $30,000 a year, and that's on the cheaper end. If you want to go to an Ivy League or an upper end college, you're paying closer to around $60,000 to $70,000 per year. If you're paying those high end prices, even on the lower end, $30K a year over the 4-year period, that's $120,000. And I would know. I have an engineering undergraduate degree, and I'm getting a graduate degree right now in electronics engineering. I know how much college costs, and I had full ride to college, thank God. But the majority of students do not have a full ride. The majority of students do not even have scholarships to cover their partial tuition. So yes, if you're graduating and you have $100,000 in debt, you should be guaranteed a type of job. But the problem is you're not. That's why he says it's a scam, because for the majority of people, it is a scam. You graduate, you can't even work in your field. You're $80, $100, $120,000 in debt. You have no idea how to get a job. You're not even that good in your field. Yes, it's a scam. You're getting finessed. You're getting finessed. I'm going to be honest. And the fact that you're sitting here trying to debate that, it's insane to me. It's really insane because you have 18 and 19-year-olds who graduate, who go to school, they go to the party school, the school of their dreams, have no idea what's going on. They end up getting a job that had nothing to do with their field. 50% of people who graduate work in a field that has nothing to do with their degree. That's a scam. And I get it. People who go to college tend to make more money, but they also have more debt. So yes, scam.
Yeah, so, going 30, 40, $50,000 into debt, that's a significant thing. And hopefully if you're going to do that, you're going to be able to prove and have some value for that reason. So for example, there was a study that just came out in the last day, the 16 lowest paying job majors, and the vast majority of those are actually what kids study in college, right? Communications, liberal arts, things of that nature. And so the question is, why even go to college at all if you're just basically getting a credential that is worth less and less money in the marketplace? Now, if you study engineering, if you study finance, terrific, but the scam also is just beyond the financial value proposition. It's the ideological pollutants that are spread on college campuses and the, let's just say, some of the left-wing indoctrination that occurs here as well.
Okay, so moving aside from that red herring there, I myself am a communication major, and I am very well aware of the communication majors who just take a 4-year degree and go into jobs that either don't require a degree or...
Try to get as close to the mic as you can. Is that okay? Thank you. It's okay. Yeah.
But anyways, I'm aware of the communication majors who only get a bachelor's degree, and if they're lucky, they're only able to get research assistant jobs in communication, or not even get a job that requires a degree at all. But
okay, he's rambling. And the problem that I've noticed in a lot of college students is simply that they're a little delusional. When you're on a college campus, you don't have to worry about how you're going to pay your money back because the loans are deferred for 4 years, meaning you don't have to think about them until you graduate. You don't have to worry about realistically how you're going to pay your rent, because at the end of the day, it's all tied into your housing, which is deferred. You don't have to think about how you're going to feed yourself because you have a cafeteria, which is covered in your housing, and your tuition, which is, guess, deferred. So basically, majority of your expenses are deferred. The only thing you have to do is go to class, get grades, which then give you a false sense of gratification. So it leads to this level of delusion and entitlement that makes you think that you're doing something, that makes you think that you know more than you actually do. The problem is people who are not in college or people who have lived in the real world are telling students, you need to take this more seriously. You can't be walking around thinking that you know everything, thinking that, oh, I'm not going to get scammed. You think people who get scammed out of their degree are just stupid? Of course not. There are extremely intelligent people who graduated from college, smarter than you, smarter than me, who cannot find a job. This is not a joke. This is serious. This is people's lives. And people in college just don't take it serious. You're trying to fight him on this, and he's really trying to give you some advice. He's really trying to help you out, especially being a communications major, which on average doesn't make the majority of money. He's trying to help you out instead of listening to him, taking his wisdom, even if you disagree, just taking what he says and going the extra step so you can set yourself up for success. You're trying to fight him down, prove him wrong. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because when people graduate, 50% of graduates will not have a job in their field. That's just a reality. This is not my opinion. That's a fact.
Would not those who continue on to get masters and doctorates in communication, who get $100,000 a year or $200,000 a year research jobs, would that not counteract the total socioeconomic value of those who just go into college and then end up Starbucks baristas?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, also master's degrees are expensive, right? PhDs are expensive, so you're looking at least at $150,000 to $200,000 in debt, minimum, if you're going to do that. And if that's the path you want to take, so be it. But there are 11 million job openings in the country right now that pay $80,000 or more that don't require a college degree. 11 million job openings. And I don't think we're always telling our young people, the next generation, that these jobs are available to you. It's an expectation that you go to four-year college, and in fact, you're treated and almost considered to be dumb if you don't go to four-year university. And I think that's a big mistake. And not to mention the vast majority, 41% of kids that enter college do not graduate. There's something deeply wrong with the system. So
from what you're telling me, though,
final point.
From what you're telling me, though, it sounds more like the problem lies not in college itself, but rather the individual paths that people choose who look at a situation, make the wrong decisions, don't stay in school as long as they need to in order to get the career that they want.
Or they drop out because they don't see the value. They drop out because they don't think it's worth their time. And again, half of this audience, after 10 years, if they get a job, they'll end up getting a job that didn't require them going to college in the first place. Half.
And that means this is, bro, that's a scam. That's a scam. What else? And the problem is a lot of students, a lot of people who have this slightly delusional mindset, they will have to live the pain for them to really understand what's going on here. He would have to graduate and say, oh, it's really harder than I thought it would be, for him to really understand how real life is. But a lot of students don't know the struggle. They don't. You live in a delusion. You don't understand. And he's trying to tell you, like, this is not a joke. Getting a job is not that easy. There are hundreds of thousands of unemployed people with your same degree who are way more qualified than you right now. And you think like, oh, it's going to be fine. I'm different. I'm just going to go back to school and get a master's degree if I can't find a job. They should just go back and get a PhD. That's another 7-8 years. Master's degree is another 2 years. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. My name is LFR JoJo, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.